Hi, everybody. This is the Cosmic Reader. Welcome to my channel. And today I want to talk to you about Ultimate Spider-Man, written by Jonathan Hickman. It's one of the hottest new Spider-Man comics this year, and for good reason, because it's a great story. This is another origin story, but it's a little different. For instance, Peter didn't get bit by the spider when he was 15, but he got bit by the spider in his 30s. And before that, he's already married to Mary Jane, and he has kids with Mary Jane. He still works at the Daily Bugle, but his boss is not J. Jonah Jameson. And his Uncle Ben is still alive. Not Aunt May, unfortunately, because, of course, there's a thing called canon events. And apparently, in Spider-Man's canon event, someone in his family has to die. The difference here, besides all those other Spider-Man stories, is that it's not Peter's fault. It's not due to Peter's inaction. It had to do with a whole different Marvel event, which I'm not going to get into. In fact, none of Peter's loved ones, they never gave him the speech, "With great power comes great responsibility." That's actually someone else. Man, I hope I could give this story justice. But man, with all these twists and turns, like, just make for a phenomenal read. The guy who runs the Daily Bugle now is Wilson Fisk, who we all know as the Kingpin, one of Daredevil and Spider-Man's biggest bad guy. Like, both literally and figuratively, he's like the biggest bad guy of both those heroes. And since Peter still works at the Bugle, it'd be interesting to see how Peter can get the dirt on Wilson Fisk through him as Peter Parker rather than Spider-Man. Uncle Ben and J. Jonah Jameson, though, they've just started with their own competitive news business, just so that they could do something better than Wilson Fisk. Wilson Fisk obviously is the main bad guy of this story, but there are other characters at play, like Harry Osborn, who is the Goblin in the story, but for right now he's allies with Spider-Man, and they're both gonna try to take down the Kingpin. The Kingpin, though, for some reason, he plays a big role with the overarching story that the Ultimate Universe is trying to get with the main bad guy of the Ultimate Universe, the Maker. Which, again, I'm not gonna get into that story a little bit. Maybe I will once I get some other comics from the Ultimate Universe. But for right now, we're sticking with Spider-Man. It's interesting to see, Peter in a different stage in his life trying to find out how to become Spider-Man and what to do with his powers and how to balance that with his family life, since he has kids and a wife now. And how Peter got his powers and his suit, spoilers by the way, is through Tony Stark, which is he's a teenager in this universe. And again, I'm giving more context to sort of the overarching story in the Ultimate Universe, just so I could kind of make sense of it. Tony Stark found out that somebody's trying to mess with the Ultimate Universe and trying to make sure heroes are not born in this universe. This main bad guy, the Maker, is the reason why Peter didn't get bit when he was 15. So Tony Stark is trying to right the Maker's wrongs by making these heroes become the heroes they're supposed to be. So he gave Peter the spider, and he gave Peter this nano suit, which the suit, there's a theory going on with the suit that I think is the most interesting thing to talk about for the story. The way it's sort of comes off of Peter, like how you see in the MCU films with um, Tony Stark's nanotech, or like Black Panther's nanotech. It's like that, but also it has its own AI. But the AI has like this black speech bubble, and the only other character I know that's sort of like a suit for Peter and has been a suit for other characters as well with a black speech bubble is Venom. And yeah, this is nanotech in this universe, but also in the way that Peter's suit has, goes off of him, kind of sort of resembles the Venom symbiote as well, because like you see the suit, even though it's red and blue, it turns black when it comes off him. And there's been points in the comics where it's made Peter and the suit say like we, like the suit and I. So I do think that the suit will become Venom in a future story, and I can't wait to see how that unfolds too. Like I wish I could prove to you how exciting like this story is becoming, and like give justice to how good this story is. But like I need you guys to read it for yourself to see how good this story is. So yeah, that is Ultimate Spider-Man. If you read it, tell me what you think. Let me know what you think of the theory about his suit becoming Venom in the future, and like how you think Harry being the Green Goblin, whenever that downfall between his relationship with Peter, like how that's gonna go. Like just tell me your honest thoughts on the comic down in the comments below. If you please like the video, subscribe for more, and share for other people to see if they're interested in comics. And that's all for now. I'll see you guys in the cosmos. Bye.